Hey guys, thought I'd tell you another story today. It's about something that is being highlighted about the value of the spiritual value of the things we do on a day-to-day basis, and how important certain things are to give us a deeper spiritual value within us. To increase our spirituality, to it's like almost saying, doing physical training on the body. You do some training today, let's do some training today, and let's build the muscles on the legs or the arms, and then the rest of the body, let's do all this. So it's about this, but that was the body, but this is about the spirit. This is more about the spirit, this particular story, because, and I've mentioned this in the past, that we, all of us humans, are basically a spirit living in a body. And then what happens is, when the body dies, when we finish here, then the spirit is actually leaving the body, which is everything that you've done here, everything that you are here, transfers into the spirit, and that spirit then leaves the body and gets taken elsewhere. Okay, it goes elsewhere. So that is what we are. That is what we are. And I would kind of, people think, well, what's he saying? I mean, how true is what he's saying? Is it true, or is it a lie, or how should we believe this? Or maybe, many people don't believe in all of this. They think, we're just a body, that's all you can see. Well, I can give you one example, one experience I had. I was in Cheshire, and I was very tired there. I had gone for a long drive, and from the Midlands, and went to Cheshire. And so I parked up and sat in a kind of a restaurant, just having a cup of tea. And I was the lady, she gave me the tea, and she put it right next to, she put it on next to a chair, which is right next to the window. And you can basically see people driving their cars, parking up and getting out of their car, and coming into the place where I was. So what happened was, I was very tired, so I sat there. Before, my tea was quite hot, so I sat there, closed my eyes, and just kind of fell asleep. But I was like semi-asleep. I wasn't like deeply asleep. I was kind of semi-asleep. And what happens is, as I'm sleeping, I see like a dark place. Everything is dark, but obviously when you close your eyes, everything is dark. But this particular time, everything's dark, but there is this little light that is coming towards me. It's a very small light that is coming towards me in this darkness. And I'm thinking, what's going on here? What am I seeing? Where's this light coming from? So anyway, I woke up and I see a woman. She's come out of the car and she's walking towards me. And she's coming into the place where I'm sitting to get something. So I'm like, whoa, what the hell happened there? So then I realized, and it dawned to me, that what had happened was, my third eye opened, and I started to see the spirit world. And as I'm seeing the spirit world, I'm seeing a spirit in the spirit world floating towards me, which is quite incredible, really. And that's basically what I saw. So this lady who's actually in the physical world, in the human world, in the physical world, she's walking towards me. But what I've seen is, I've seen the spiritual world. So that lady walking in the spirit world all I can see is a spirit floating towards me. And you can't see no body, you can't see no physical. All you see is darkness, and all there is this spirit that is just floating towards me. And it's basically, it's her, it's the spirit is in her body, and it's her body that is walking towards me in the physical world. So these things do exist. We definitely are a spirit in a body. So as I said, it is this spirit that leaves and goes. But the story that I want to mention today is what we can put into this spirit, either negative or positive. So we're going to talk about positive things today. So thinking about what is positive that can go into this spirit, that gives this spirit, or that gives us, if you like, value, and that actually, rather than just focusing on training the body, we actually, so a lot of guys out there, a lot of guys like their training, women like their training, but what about the spirit? You're the spirit. How are you going to train the spirit? How are you going to train yourself? How do you make yourself better? More powerful, more rich, if you like, the richness of the spirit. So so one way is to do good things, good deeds. They increase the positive value of your spirit. Negative things or sins, they take you the other way. They take you into a lower dimension, if you like, and you're living the life here, but you're in a kind of lower dimension. You're all you think is negative things, and negative things get you, and you start doing negative things, and people become like killers, or start torturing people, whatever you want to call it, because they're on a very low frequency, on a low level, as opposed to those people who are doing very well in their lives. Their jobs are good, they got money, they got children, they're very internally very happy, and they're not worried about anything. They're just like carefreeness. That's a very high thing. They're in a very high state, spiritual state. There, those people who are like that. So in the Sikh way of life, or the Sikh religion, there's been 10 spiritual masters or 10 gurus that came to us and were responsible for creating the Sikh religion. Now the fifth one, the first five came in version, they came as saints, and then some of the others were saint soldiers. So this particular one, which is the fifth master, Guru Arjan Dev, his name was. So he's sitting. So this is a time when he's sitting, listening to a guy who is playing on the harmonium. He's playing something on the harmonium, and he's playing something called ghazals. Now, some in the Muslims will know what a ghazal is. Ghazal is it's like almost like a spiritual singing, if you like, but it's done on the harmonium, and very nice, very, very, very nice, very powerful. Anyway, so Guru Arjan Dev Ji, sitting listening to this guy who's playing a ghazal, and Guru Sahib Ji is quite impressed. So what he does, he gives like 1 pence, 2 pence, 3 pence, and again 1 pence, 2 pence, 3 pence, kind of thing, and then sits back down. And then, but it's only 1 pence, 2 pence, 3 pence. So no, he's not given much. So then he decides to sing. So we have something called Gurbani, which is our Sikh scriptures language, and Sikh scriptures, spiritual writings, if you like, that are writings of God, written by the Gurus, actually by him, Guru Arjan Dev Ji, written by him. So this guy starts singing these hymns, if you like. He starts singing these hymns that are written by Guru Arjan Dev. Then Guru Arjan Dev, he gets up and he gives him gold coins, keeps on giving him gold coins as he's singing this. So when he's finished singing, and the guy's confused, he's like, what's going on here? When I was singing the ghazals, I've only got, didn't get much. Ghazals they're not really spiritual songs. They're more about worldly things. They can be spiritual songs, but they're like more like, it could be like singing of somebody, you're in love with, or more worldly stuff. Where the Sikh scriptures are more spiritual stuff. It's more kind of about the spirituality. So anyway, he asked a question to Guru Arjan Dev Ji, why did you give me only 1 or 2 pence for the ghazals, and then you kept giving me gold coins. You kept on giving me so many gold coins for when I was singing Gurbani, the Sikh scriptures. And Guru Arjan Dev Ji said, he said basically, when you were singing the ghazals, the spiritual value of anything that is worldly is not that much. So your spirit is not really getting, as in you're not really making much spiritual money, if you like, when you sing worldly things, because it's just about the world. There's not much spiritual value in the world because it's worldly. But when you started singing the spiritual hymns, the spiritual value of these words, of these hymns, is absolutely invaluable. There is no price that I can give to you. I can't put a price on it. It's so valuable. So basically, those who are singing these scriptures or singing these hymns, the spiritual value that's coming into them is invaluable. You can't count it. So they're basically millionaires, spiritual millionaires, those who sing these hymns. Okay, so this is what Guru Sahib Ji was trying to explain to us. Now, based on this, why is it necessary for us to have be spiritual millionaires? Because when the spirit leaves, that's what you're taking with you. That's what you're taking with you, as opposed to the other guy who's done everything worldly, and he's only taking not much with him. So his value, what he's got, his, if you like, money, spiritual money, is not that much compared to the other guy who's a millionaire. So this is where, again, God explains to us to sing or to read such high spiritual scriptures that give you this kind of spiritual value. And this is why Sikhs read Gurbani. This is why Sikhs read these spiritual writings. It's called Gurbani. And there are other spiritual books and things out there which give your spirit more value than worldly stuff. So it's something to think about. If you guys are interested in this kind of thing, lastly I'll say, when you put more spiritual power inside your body, you actually become a lot happier inside. It takes away your misery, and puts you on a higher plane, spiritual higher plane, and it just keeps you happy. And when you're in a higher plane, you're not even here. You're kind of walking around like being on drugs, but you don't really need to take drugs. You just need to do this. So it's something to think about. If you guys are interested in it, have a think about it. Maybe you want to do it. But we definitely are a spirit in a body, as I told you, and that is what we are, and that is what needs regular food and regular power and regular strength, because everything comes from the spirit. All right, take care, all the best, bye.